Welcome to It Starts With Courage podcast with Kat and Jen. What is it? It's everything. Everything you want in life starts with courage. Jingle bells. Jingle bells.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You know what Christmas time always makes me think of?
What?
When I had just started high school. This was in England. So we have this, this is in schools. You sing the Christmas carols and stuff like that. And every Christmas, every school has to go and perform in a cathedral.
Okay.
And I remember we would have like the official choirs on the side with us, and all the schools in your school uniform. You go there one evening and you start singing all these Christmas carols, and it just makes me so happy. Like, that's such a happy time to think about.
I know. Christmas is so much fun with kids, right? Like,
yeah,
it's magical.
I think that the older you get, Christmas is, I suppose it does become about kids more than...
Well, you don't know really yet because you don't have any kids yet. But when you have kids, it's a whole other level of magic.
Well, my nieces and nephew, well, yeah I mean,
they're not here in your house every day.
I suppose from a parent's perspective, it must be something to see that joy in...
walking down the hall and seeing them.
Oh, man.
First Christmas morning.
Jen is like...
Yes, it is. It's awesome. But like right now we're in our little rent house and we got this little Grinch Christmas tree. Like I actually...
What do you mean you have a Grinch Christmas tree?
It's like this little plant that's like 18 inches high because we're stuffed in this house with all our furniture waiting on our house to be built.
Oh.
And like we have no room for
like, a
Christmas tree. In our old neighborhood, we had like lights all up. The whole street was blow up central with like all the blow up inflatables.
It's a competition in some of these neighborhoods.
And like people would drive through our neighborhood and like drive slowly with their kids, like looking at all the things. And living in that neighborhood, I loved going out for walks in the evening.
Yeah.
Just looking at everybody's lights. And
you can always go back and stalk your old neighborhood.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and just drive down and then say to them, hey, you're not doing your house justice.
Yes.
What kind of crap is this?
Raise your standards of decorating.
Oh, man. Decorating. So I decided to finally put my Christmas tree up.
Oh, good.
Definitely late. And I decided to go shopping. I love Christmas. I love decorating for Christmas. But as you said, I think, especially now that like I don't live with family, it's so different to do it alone type thing.
And it's a lot of work.
Is it?
And that's why people want to do it in October, because if you're going to put all that work up, you want it out for like
a while.
Over 2 months.
Well, I mean, I'm only doing a Christmas tree. That's it. Like just a Christmas tree.
Okay.
And I saw this garland design using the Christmas balls, ornament balls.
And was it on Pinterest?
No, it was it on Instagram or on TikTok? Okay. One of them. It's almost like you string all these balls up and you make a garland. And obviously people have themes. They have all sorts of things this year. So I was like, okay, I want to go for like a baby blue, white, sort of snowy kind of theme. I went to Big Lots first. I was like, okay, I'll be able to find a whole bunch of these balls because you probably need like a bunch of balls, lots of balls. To make this garland. And I went there and they barely had anything in there. And I was like, okay, this must just be one store. Then I went to Hobby Lobby and I'm asking, do you have these ornament balls? They're like, no, we're sold out. Went to Michael's. Do you have ornament? Oh, we've been sold out for a while.
What?
Right? And I was like, what are we doing with Christmas that everything is completely sold out? How many things are we consuming? So I was like, you know what? I have Christmas decorations at home. I've been decorating. It's just that I want to do something new. I just want to go out there and spend money. So I went home, dug up all my decorations, and used those mixed bowls to decorate my tree. So it's a multicolored bowl tree. It came out beautiful. Jen, get your mind out of the gutter.
You have to say balls like 500 times in this
bowls. And, it had me thinking of a Christmas tradition that we had when I was growing up. Well, I would say not necessarily when I was growing up, but I would say, well, I guess we kind of kept it up. But like when my parents were alive, when my dad was alive, we would go out one Christmas or one December weekend, and we would go. There was a place where you could cut down your own pine tree or Christmas tree. We would carry it, and because it was close to the house, we would lug the entire tree home. Everybody would spend time like putting it in this bucket, trying to make sure that the tree stands. And then he would get colored paper, old newspaper that we had. He would have been collecting them. And we would sit with glue and make our own tinsel by making you cut all the papers, little strips, and then you link them together. And we would put these decorations up. We would get the ladder out, we would stick them to the ceiling, we would cut different shapes and make all these homemade Christmas decorations.
You had an army, right? You're one of 35, so you can do that.
Listen, hey, if your parents didn't give you enough siblings, don't blame me. They should have been working harder. And I was like, man, how different Christmas was and the meaning of Christmas. I think back then when I was younger, before the concept of presents, it was just about doing all those fun things with my siblings,
Yeah, like my brother and I used to, like that 2-week vacation of Christmas, like they had like cookie trading where you got all these cookies from around the world, and like we would spend time in our house making like blanket forts with all the pillows in the living room. Like those were like in 2 weeks seemed like forever. Like Christmas break. It was awesome.
That was, growing, I think.
Now my daughter's making me a Google Slides presentation with links of everything she wants, so I don't get it wrong.
Okay, so what Christmas traditions? You said Christmas is about kids. What Christmas traditions? Do you have Christmas traditions you started with since you started your own family?
We do a lot of different things, but we don't. We have to rotate Christmas. Like one year we're in Iowa, the next year we're in Baton Rouge. So it's we're never like here, so we can't say like every Christmas we do this on this, Christmas Eve or whatever. But we enjoy getting on Pinterest and finding like different cookie recipes, like 3 or 4 new ones.
Yeah.
And trying them and like spending time in the kitchen together, baking them and seeing which ones are good. And, so that's something that we're doing. And then this year we're getting together with our friends who have kids, and we're having a gingerbread house making competition for money.
So, wait, for money? Yeah, how can I get in on this?
We're putting some money up, and then I think we're going to post it and get people to vote, and whoever wins will win the grand prize. We have to make them like take this seriously.
That's pretty cool. That actually sounds like
it's fun. I think it's fun. But
can we get involved?
Some of the things that we enjoy doing.
Yeah. I definitely think as I've grown up with my siblings, Christmas has definitely become about baking. 2 of my sisters now, I don't know if they have this in America. Christmas cake is such a big thing in England.
No, you should have brought me some.
Christmas cake is it's like a fruit cake, but it's infused with a ton of booze. So you start making it in like October. And over the weeks, you're injecting it with rum. And the fruit is just absorbing all this alcohol. It actually tastes gross. No, it's delicious. No, it's delicious. You know what? I'm going to bring you a piece. I don't think I can eat that. It sounds boozy. I mean, it low key is boozy, but
do you get drunk off this cake?
No. That's why you only have it in little bits. It's kind of like Christmas pudding. Last year, my sister.
Okay, we don't have that either.
See, what is pudding. America? What is this? We make Christmas pudding, and Christmas pudding it's almost like a steamed pudding. And you put it, I can't even describe.
Oatmeal?
Okay. No. It's got fruit and
Is it hot or cold?
It's hot. And then you have it
pudding
with like.
Is cold in America.
See, Americans have it backwards.
Your cereal.
You guys are backwards. I mean, biscuit cookie. You guys are completely backwards. I'm going to make a piece and I'm going to bring it to you to try.
A piece of what?
Christmas pudding and
that pudding. It doesn't come in a piece.
Christmas pudding.
It comes in a serving.
Christmas pudding. No.
In a serving.
No.
There's not a piece of pudding.
Christmas. I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
I'll report back when I get this, and I'll take a picture and post it on our page, and then we can let the people decide if it's
exactly
a portion or a piece.
And we want to post your gingerbreads.
Okay.
On the
I'll post it. I'll send them to you.
I need those gingerbreads.
Okay.
But yeah, here's to wishing you guys a super, super merry Christmas. Whether you say or happy holidays, that's politically correct, isn't it?
Yes.
Remember in Canada, they used to always say, we don't say Merry Christmas, we say Happy Holidays, in case not everyone celebrates Christmas.
We're not trying to offend anybody.
Yes. So wishing you a happy holiday season. I guess the next time you guys will hear from us, it will be 2023.
Yes. We'll be ready to crush it.
Man, I'm excited and nervous for the new year, but we'll talk about it when we get there.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of It Starts With Courage podcast with Kat and Jen. If you like this episode of the podcast, visit our website, iswcpodcast.com, for show notes and other cool things.